Yay! Okay, I hope I don't mess it up. All right, let me see who's here. Well, actually, I organized myself enough to have a little bit of an agenda, but let me see who's here. I know I let a bunch of you guys in. So we've got Andrew, Cindy's here, who I can see, and Sean, Teresa's here. Teresa's been kicking butt, by the way. So one of the things I'm gonna ask you guys is if you were able to log in. So I'm gonna want everyone to like leave it in the chat, or you can send me a private message, but let me know if you were able to log in, because I think Amanda said she wasn't able to, but I know Lee's gotten in. So that's one of the things I'm gonna wanna know is.
I don't even know where to log in. I don't even know where to log in.
Oh yeah, well, I think once you sign in, like I'll get you the login. I'll get you the login information.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah. So is everybody else able to log in? And like I was joking with some of you guys that you don't even have to, because we're really just gonna do all the stuff for you. And Todd is here, and Donna, like I said, she's my like star student who shows up for every class, and if she's not gonna show up, she always lets me know, which is really cool. Oh, yay, we have somebody taking notes, and we have Terry. Okay, so now I'm gonna do roll call just so I can see who's not here. So Lee's not here. Lee, okay, let me see who's not here, and then I have, I'm gonna introduce everybody and all of the new students anyway. And then we've got Teresa B. I know I see Teresa on here, so she's on here. Terry, I know I saw Terry. Do I have Tim on here? No, not yet. Okay, who else do we have? We got Sean. I know I saw Sean. And I got Amanda. Oh, Sergio. Sergio is in Mexico. So Sergio is not on here, but we do have Todd. Paul is not on here. Paul is super funny. Isabel's not on here. She's a Pilates instructor in Denver, Colorado, and she's teaching me for 12 hours a day. So she'll unlikely be here. Dee Williams, I don't see her. I may have to, oh, Lee's there. There's Lee. Sorry about that, Lee. I'm sorry I left you in the waiting room. So yay, Lee is here. Yay. And Dee Williams sent me a message earlier, so she may not have gotten the invite, so I'll have to send it to her. And then of course, I've got Cindy. So yay, that's amazing. So practically everybody on the call is brand new. This is our first cohort with, like, I guess the new group. And you guys know, I told you how it was gonna work. We're gonna talk about different ways to get leads in the different streams that you can get them in. And this month we are starting on mobile. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Donna just finished, she did the local marketing module, and she's had a lot of success with it. And I usually ask her to give a testimonial almost every class, but I'm not going to today. She's gonna give a video, and we'll see it then. And then the last stuff that we focused on was on, let me close this. The last thing that we focused on was getting leads from local marketing. So that would be things like having your Google business page listing, and that's free, right? And even if you don't have a physical location, how you can still do it. Things like making sure your citations, and that's the way your address is written, making sure that it shows up the same way in your Google business. Still, somebody wants to join. Let's see. Join. Oh, okay. All right. A couple of people need help logging in. No problem. Yeah, sorry. Making sure that your address shows up and is written the same way everywhere on your website, as well as on your Google business listing. Another way that I showed people how to get leads last month was through listing your business in local directories. And because there are niche specific directories, and again, this is something that people often overlook, but you can often, depending on what your niche is, you can list your business in a directory. And there's something called page rank, and that's like page authority, which is, it basically tells Google they can trust you online. So if your address shows up the same everywhere, or if your address is connected to a .gov or .edu, that's going to be more credible for them. But for example, if my address in Toronto is, what is it? It's 15 Iceboat Terrace. Unit 738, Toronto, Ontario, M1W3V, whatever heck it is. And my phone number is written 888 dash whatever, whatever, whatever. But then on my website, it's written differently. It might say 15 ice boat, you know, number sign 208. So the point is that you want something as simple as writing your address consistently, even in your YouTube descriptions. We're going to be talking about that, you know, when we get to that part of it. So making sure that your address shows up consistently, looking the same way online every time is actually really important. That gives your web page a little bit more of, like I said, credibility. So yeah, so we looked at getting your free Google business page. We looked at listing your business in free directories, getting into review sites. That's another one. So there are directories that are also review sites, and they also have high page rank. So if someone's searching for your business, even if you give them your website, oftentimes they'll go and type in your reviews because they want to know more about you. So if you have reviews on Google, that's why it's important to have your Google business page. If you have reviews on, it's like SEO hack, basically. If you have reviews on Trustpilot, that's a good way for you to like boost your reputation online, and have reviews in directories like Yelp, if it's possible. And then if you have a Facebook listing, make sure that you're getting reviews on there too, because when people are searching for your business, those pages with the highest authority are what's going to show up. So again, Facebook, Yelp, Trustpilot. So that's a way for you to get on the front page of yeah, some of these searches using some of these tactics. And then in the last week, I think we talked about, I don't think we quite finished it, Donna, but we'll talk about it a little bit. But it's just about getting reviews. So when everybody's trying to get on the front page of Google, and you can pay someone like $3,500 to like manage your SEO, which is always changing. Or you can just hack the system, which is basically, you know, what a lot of these things are. So when you get your free Google listing, like I said, whether you have a physical location or not, there are still ways that you can do it. That's covered in the module in the program. But it allows you to collect reviews. And what Google does is when someone's doing a local search in your area, like barbershop near me, or physiotherapist near me, or, you know, whatever, vintage clothing shop near me, in order for Google to show your listing, you have to be listed with them. And whichever business has the most amount of reviews and the most amount of stars is the one that they're going to show. So that's just another hack and a way. And it's not just like the video. It's not. Can everybody mute themselves? I think I'm getting a little bit of feedback somewhere. But so, and it's just like I said with the videos, it's not just a matter of, oh, I got to do video marketing, let me put some videos on YouTube. You have to know how many videos to put. And it's just like getting reviews on Google. You don't just say, oh, I need some reviews, let me get some reviews. Statistically speaking, and I'll refer to that over and over again, you know, being a chief marketing officer, my job is not to do the execution, but to come up with a strategy. And in order to come up with a strategy, I have to do the research. And that's where, you know, the academic background comes in, because you got to do a lot of research when you're doing like a post-grad degree. And so when I was doing research, what I found was you need to have at least 15, yeah, you can do it if you have an online business. You need to have, and the course will get into how to do that. And last month when we were doing it with Donna, that was one of her questions and challenges, and we worked through that. So I'll be uploading all of the previous classes onto a specific YouTube channel, and then you guys can go back and take a look at it if you want to. But yeah, Donna she has an online business, didn't have a physical location, and we found a workaround. But anyway, back to what I was saying, one of the hacks, so you guys should be getting your free Google business listing and making sure that you're getting reviews. Again, that's all free. And once you have enough reviews, you're going to have enough credibility with Google that when someone's doing a local search, they're going to show your business. And as I mentioned, just like with YouTube and having videos, you can't just have any old videos you want. You have to have a certain amount to be taken seriously and to be robust enough. The same thing happens with your reviews and testimonials. You want to make sure that you have at least 15 reviews. So when I started Mappdom, I guess, when I started going public with Mappdom, I guess back in 2017, again, I did it very strategically. I didn't do it the way most entrepreneurs do it. The first thing I worked on was getting my business page and asking people to give me reviews, because I was working my way up to getting 15 reviews. And getting as many 4 and 5-star reviews as possible. And so it's really good for you guys. Like I know all of your businesses. I'm going to go through a little introduction in a second here, but I know it's possible for everybody to go and, ask people for reviews. Yeah, we could do that. We could write reviews for each other as long as it's authentic. And there's going to be such great connections. I can't wait to do the introductions in a little bit. But yeah, statistically speaking, you need to have at least 15 reviews to psychologically have buyer trust. And those reviews should have 4, 4.5, and 5 stars. And if you guys want to Google it after, you can do that. This was backed up by Harvard researcher, an associate professor. I think his name was Andrew DeLuca. He's the one that did the research that found, and this is kind of what started me on this journey, right? I mean, there are all these different pieces that I pulled together, but when I did that research, he found that if you increase your star rating by 0.5%, it will increase your overall revenues by 5 to 10%. Something as simple as getting reviews can help to bring in, like, so if you're a restaurant owner and you're or a massage place or whatever it is, if you are making $100,000 a year and you're able to get a significant amount of reviews, people searching for you, looking for others, they're going to see that and are more likely to buy with you, and it will increase your profit. So it's not just a matter of doing these things for fun. Like I said, can everybody put themselves on mute? Again, I'm getting some feedback. So yeah, statistically speaking, these things make a difference in your business. And another place you can get free reviews is on Trustpilot. Oh, yay, we got Paul coming in. Yay, hi Paul. Yeah, another place that you can get reviews is through Trustpilot. And so what I do based on the temperature of a client, if I know that I'm going to get like 4 or 5 stars or 5 stars, then I'll send them to Google. And if I'm not sure which way they're going to go, I send them to Trustpilot. But those are just some of the hacks that I started when I was going public. Like I said, I didn't do it the way most people did. I didn't even start building my Instagram page till maybe last year or something like that. It went from like 406 to whatever it is now, because those aren't the things that like really matter at the end of the day. And strategically, I knew that. So anyway, that's what we covered last month: how to get leads, how to get free leads through local marketing. Again, and another one we focused on was using local keywords in your content. So people are always talking about, well, I don't know what content to do. And again, when people talk about content, a lot of times they're thinking about, I don't know what to post on social media. But by using ChatGPT right now, everybody has an opportunity to gain a competitive edge. ChatGPT will allow you to create a lot of this quickly. So anyway, another way that you want to get on the front page of Google is by using local search terms in your blog post. And Lee, is Lee around? I think you might be right. I don't know if Lee, if you're around, do you mind muting? Somebody was saying that we're all getting a little bit of feedback. If not, I'll go in and mute people out there. But
I'm sorry, I thought I was mute. I apologize.
No worries. Okay, Timothy's coming in. Woo, everybody's here. This is awesome. No worries, Lee. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So one of the ways to like get on the front page of Google is by creating fresh content. And I know there's a lot of competition out there, but Google, of course, wants to make their money by more people advertising on their platform. And so they know that the more people that do searches on their platform, the more traffic they're going to have, the more they can charge their advertisers. And in order for Google to compete with Bing, for example, they need to make sure that they are the search engine of choice. And in order to do that, they want to produce results quickly. They want to produce results that take them to landing pages or websites that have good content. So the point of what I'm trying to say is, you know, everyone's trying to think about, oh, I got to post on social media, but like, forget about that. Just write some bloody content, like once a week, right? Or you can even go to ChatGPT, and I guess with some of the video titles that we're going to be giving you guys for your videos, you can probably use those as titles for your blog posts. But if you were to write at minimum a 500-word blog post every week and upload it to your website, Google is going to start to pay attention to you. They're going to start to send out little spiders, right? And some of the words that you want to have in that content are using local search terms. So XYZ business near me, or XYZ business Toronto, or XYZ business New York, right? So just by writing content that includes local search terms, you can help to increase your SEO and eventually, hopefully, I mean, it is quite competitive, and quite honestly, if you were to start SEO measures today, it would not take into effect for 6 months, because you basically have to prove yourself worthy to Google. And so that's why, you know, that's why blogging became so big a while ago, because you got to post fresh content. That's why Google will also punish you if you copy and paste information from one website, just put it on another, because Google does not want their searchers to come on and every single unique URL they click on is actually just the same bloody article, right? That's going to make them upset. So they want you to come up with fresh content. It should be a minimum of 500 words in order for Google to take you seriously. But if you want to, you know, if you really want to compete and play with the big boys, you want to have articles and blog posts that are at least 1,500 words, right? And in that, you know, in the modules, you'll learn about keyword stuffing, because you don't want to do that, because that's like, that'll get you in trouble. But make sure that you are using local search terms. Even if you have an international business, do research. Again, the whole corporate and academic background, research is everything for me. So in the module, there's, you know, one of the weeks where you do research on what keywords are people searching for in your industry. And you can also look at trends to see what the search volume is per month. So once you are equipped with that knowledge, you now know what words and what content to put in your blog posts and in your articles. And because here's another secret hack, guys, like even when you're doing your email newsletter, you know how sometimes it will say, if this is not rendering properly, or if it doesn't display well, click here, and that opens up to a web page. Your email content, especially with MailChimp, I know can actually reside online. Like I've done searches for myself and found things that were actually emails that I've written for like other clients. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that the SEO was going that deep. So the point is, if you're able to use local search terms, and I'm just recapping our last month's module, but if you use local search terms in your blog posts, your articles, your newsletters, whatever, it's going to help you show up on the front page of Google, or it's going to help you probably show up way more than you are now. And most people are just trying to grow big on social media, which you can absolutely do, but it's competitive and it's not really as strategic. Another, oh, good, D's here. Another hack, and that's why I told all of you guys when I interviewed you, I never know how the class is going to go, because I can just start talking about something and give you all of these secret corporate, like 25 years of nuggets that I wouldn't even remember to write in the module. But I'm telling you that again as another hack, in order for you guys to make your blogs and your websites really robust, you need at least 100 pages, right? So a lot of people are, first of all, I know that most of us are not,
Hold on, Dad.
doing any, hey D, welcome. Make sure that you've got your, phone on mute for us, please, hon. Good to see you. No worries. Yeah, so again, most people are focusing on social media. They don't have the background, the education, the experience, the expertise to know some of these things that I'm teaching you guys. But you want to make sure that you have at least 100 articles, 100 blog posts, because again, that's going to be the things that's going to make Google take you seriously in terms of promoting your website or your URL as one of the ones that go on as one of the ones that they serve. So if you've got a website and it has 5 pages, it's unlikely to ever rank. You're never going to have enough keywords in 5 pages on your website to, hold on a second, let me go to participants here. Let me go. There we go. All right. So, oh, that didn't even work. Okay. Are we recording? Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay. Yeah, you want to have at least, so I want you to, like, you guys will get a copy of this, but again, quick nuggets. This is only stuff that I tell my premier clients, stuff that I do for corporations, right? You're going to want to make sure that you have at least 100 articles on your website, so that I told you guys, in order to have fresh content, post something once a week, because Google would like that. But if you want to be a real high player competitor and you want to get to the top of the ranking fast, let's say within a year and 12 months, then you're going to want to write 2 articles a week. You might post it on Monday and Friday, or Tuesday and Thursday, or Wednesday and Friday. I don't care. But if you write 2 of them and post 2 of them a week, after a year, you'll have 100 pages, 100 different articles that are all going to be keyword rich with whatever keyword it is that you choose to make you more competitive to show up. And those articles, again, you know, when I'm doing this publicly, I will do and say the truth, which is like, your article should be a minimum of 1,500 words. I mean, sorry. Your article should be a minimum, or your blog post or whatever should be a minimum of 500 words. And I would usually leave it at that. But for my premier clients that I want them to be competitive, I would tell them things like I'm going to tell you now. You actually should have 1,500 words. If you go to blog posts by Russell Brunson, or if you go to blog posts by Neil Patel, they are long. They're 1,500 words, and they have they use images, right? And their images are actually SEO optimized, which is something we talk about in another module. But again, so the well-meaning entrepreneur who thinks I'm going to open up a Wix page, or I'm going to get a WordPress website, and I'm going to have like 5 pages about us, media, I don't know, this and that, because most websites I see have 5 pages. But the websites that rank for SEO, they have at least 100 pages. And even if you don't see them, even if they don't make them public, even if they're unlisted, because I'm sure someone's going to say, oh, well, Nakimbe, I typed in this business and this page showed up on the first page. This website showed up on the first page, and they only have 5 pages. They only have 5 pages that you can see. Okay, but they probably have 100. So again, this is top level corporate stuff. And this is for content creation. So these are some of the things that we talked about in last month's module. That was local marketing, how to get free leads from these local strategies. So again, listing your business in Google, having your citations, your NAP, name, address, and phone number show up consistently everywhere all the time, in every directory and every post on your website, on your Google. It has to be written the same way, not dashes sometimes and brackets sometimes, consistently everywhere. So listing your page on Google, whether you have a physical address or not, making sure that your citations are consistent, making sure that you have blog content that includes local search terms, make sure that you are showing up in free directories. Again, this is all free, right? List yourself in directories. They have lawyer directories, they have doctor directories, they have teacher directories, they have health practitioner directories, they have marketing directories, like construction directories. List yourself in a directory. It is free. And those directories have the robust authority to show up on the front page of Google. So when people are showing up, these directories show up, which you'll never really be able to compete with. but ask people go to super pages or yellow pages, or because people still go to those things, right? And if you're not there, you're never going to get a call. So it costs no money for you to list yourself there. So yeah, what is it again? Google directory, citations, reviews, local directories, and local search terms using local keywords like XYZ business near me, or best XYZ in XYZ city, like using the terms that people will search for. Because when I'm in Florida and I search for stuff in Toronto, that I know is in Toronto, they show me stuff that's local to me because that just makes more sense. So when I'm in Toronto, I could do the exact same search and I'll get different results. And by the way, here's another thing to keep in mind, guys. Again, I'll just drop these bombs and nuggets that just come out of nowhere. But if you guys are ever hiring virtual assistants to work for you, that is something to keep in mind. If you're asking them to do research and then write research on that, they're going to be getting different results than you may be getting. So they may need to change their IP address, or they may need to do something local to get the local results you want them to write about. Because I've done that before. I'm like, where the hell are you getting this information? And that's legit what comes up in their part of the world. So that's just something to keep in mind. So anyway, we take questions at the end just so that we can keep it moving. But that is, and everyone's here now, which is fantastic. I'm so excited to see everybody. So that is what we focused on last month. First month was video. Last month was local. And today I'm going to just introduce mobile marketing as a method to get leads. And then, but first I'm going to just introduce all of our new wonderful cohort and tell a little bit about the business, and then I'll open up the floor if anybody wants to like actually say something or introduce themselves. And please keep it short, happy, positive, no complaints. It's all positivity and good energy here. So I'll open up the mic afterwards to do that. Like, so after I introduce you guys, if you want to, you can come in and add to it and introduce yourself or your business or say whatever else you want to say. And then I'm going to just talk about how to get leads through mobile marketing really quickly, because the first week of any program we start, it's just always kind of high level. And then next week we dive more deeply into it. And then just a quick update for like the new cohort. Our creative director, Wasim, was supposed to, he's on a completely different time zone. So he was supposed to be here to introduce himself and say how excited he is to work with all of you guys. He's gotten access to the YouTube channels that he's been able to get access to. And the team is already starting to work on everybody's banners based on your websites, if you had one and if you supplied it to us. And for those of you who had more than one website, because a couple of you guys told me, you put one website on the form, but there are actually another one or another two. Just because I was feeling happy and giddy and generous, I put all of, you'll probably get free banner. I don't know, you're just gonna get free banners. So for example, Todd, you're gonna get for your Rolex one and your solar one, and then your Simply Green Living, whatever. I promised everybody one banner, but if you have a couple different websites, they'll make a couple of different banners, and then you can choose which one you want on your YouTube channel, because I just didn't want anything to be left out. So with that, now I'm going to get into the introduction of all the amazing, wonderful people who are here, and then I'll open it up and you guys can say whatever you want to say. And then, like I said, I'll get into different tactics that we'll be delving more deeply into in terms of how to get free leads from mobile marketing. Woo! Okay, so with that, and I think I'm going in order of how I met everybody. So on the call today, we have Lee Gray from Trade Unafraid, which I think is a really cool name. You guys are really a smart bunch. So we got Lee Gray with Trade Unafraid. We've got Teresa B, who is focusing on crypto and self-help. We've got Terry L, and I'm just keeping everybody's last name private. But we've got Terry L, who is into, she's been a ghostwriter for 22 years, a publisher. People always ask her to write books, and she's like, I'm tired of doing it. You guys need to learn how to do it yourself. And so that's what she wants to be promoting, which I'm excited about because we also have Timothy on the line. And Timothy is also an author and ghostwriter and wants to help and coach people who want to write their own books. So for me, I was like, woo, competition. But what's nice about it in their businesses and in your business, when you're looking at your competition, you really have to see what's your differentiator. Because I mean, there's always going to be competition, but you are uniquely you. Nobody can ever copy or replicate that. And so even though both Terry and Timothy have sort of broadly similar businesses, what Timothy is going to be focusing on more is teaching people how to not just be authors, but how to like market your book and how to like do the business side of it. And I'm sure maybe Terry is doing that, but when I spoke with Terry, her focus more was on like the individual step-by-step things that you need to do that she would do for you. So that's really cool. So that's just some of the great people we have in the bunch. We've got Sean Kelly. I can't even read my own writing here, so if I mess it up, you guys are just gonna have your own opportunity to introduce yourself. We've got Isra Amanda, who's in financial services. Sergio wasn't able to make it, but he is also in financial services in Mexico. And both of them, what's interesting about both of them is they're both trying to teach the market ways to save money that they are not, that the general public is not yet aware of. And sometimes with financial services, you can't make claims, and sometimes the government really likes to be in your business, so that can impact your marketing. So those are some interesting challenges, and that's what they're up to. We've got my main man, Todd, and Todd is a retired teacher, and I think is into music and dance. We have some dancers actually in the group. And he focuses on, one of his websites is about Rolexes, the other one's about smart homes for seniors, and the other one is about how to live more green simply, something around there. We've got Paul. Paul is talking about funnels for beginners, which I love, because as entrepreneurs, we all know that you don't often start out with a lot of money, and they have a lot of funnel builders that are $297 a month, or they're really complicated. And sometimes you just need to start off with something that's simple. So that's really cool. Or am I mixing up? I might have mixed up my people here. Okay, anyway, then we've got Isabel. Isabel is not able to be on the call, but her business focuses on Pilates with a purpose. She is a cancer survivor. And I love when everybody fills out the form and tells me what their why and their purpose is, because I come from like a financial services sort of leadership role. And the reason that in the form, we ask you if you're in it for profits or passion, because your motivation can be really different. And when you're doing it for passion, when you run up against those obstacles or hard times, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel that really keeps you going. And you're not just gonna be like, this is not working, I'm gonna do something else. You're really actually committed to your particular business and helping out those particular people in your life that you really want to. Anyway, so she has, she's a cancer survivor, and doesn't just want to market a Pilates studio, but she wants to have like retreats and ranches and high ticket items and coaching. But it's around not just using Pilates as an exercise tool, which everybody else is doing. And if you guys stick with me long enough, you'll see differentiation is really key and important. It's a big thing that we do in corporate. But she's just not going to be marketing herself as like a Pilates studio. She's marketing herself as someone who shows people how to use Pilates to empower themselves, to feel empowered if they've come out of an abusive relationship, or how to feel empowered and gain dominion over your body once you feel like it's betrayed you with cancer. So that is a completely different marketing message than, hey, come to my Pilates studio, right? So that's Pilates with a purpose. We've got Dee Williams, and she teaches people how to be wise with their money in a really cool way. And speaking about being wise with your money, we've also got Cindy, who's got a super smart way to get people interested in investing. So I really, really, really think that I have captured the top of the top bunch. One of our previous cohort members, Chaba Lenve, is not here today. He's on vacation. And then we have Donna, who was on the very first cohort. And I want to ask you guys, like, you guys can write it in the chat because I'm always about market research. And I was talking to Cindy earlier today. She's the one that has like this really smart way of thinking about finances. And I was talking to her about marketing, messaging, and branding, and how in your branding, you don't just want to call out your ideal audience, you also want to repel the people that you don't want in your business. And I learned a long time ago, when you're desperate for money, like all money is green, you'll take anybody's money. And then once you start getting into business a little bit, you start to realize that there are some clients that are just a pain in the neck, a headache, they drain your energy. It's like, I would rather not work with these kind of people. So there comes a point in business where you actually can, if you want to, become selective with whom you work. And so that's why I deliberately put in the presentation, and I'm curious to know, because you guys all bought it. If, I mean, you know that technically the presentation says, you guys want to be winners, you guys want to be successful, I'm going to help you be successful. So you have to stick with the program. And, you know, if after like you do all the things it tells you to do, if it still doesn't work, we'll work with you to get it to work, because this is about you being successful, not you getting your $9.97 back. And then if it still doesn't work, you know, we'll give you your money back plus a $200 Amazon gift card. And I, in part, structured my offer like that. And again, I want you guys to take whatever learnings you're getting so you can apply them to your business as well. But I, in part, did that because psychologically speaking, whatever it is you're selling, you want to minimize their resistance. You want to minimize their risk, right? And so that's why people have money back guarantees and, you know, trial periods, because like, oh, okay, well, if it doesn't work, I can. But I didn't want people who have that attitude. Oh, well, if it doesn't work, I'll just. So I remember buying a program years ago, and that was their offer. There are all sorts of different offers you guys can construct with your program, whatever you're doing, which I'll, you know, teach you guys about if you want to learn that later on. But that offer was, they're like, yeah, you know, you get one entire year to try out the program, and if it doesn't work for you and you do everything you say you're going to do, we'll give you your money back. And I liked that offer because I was going into the program with a genuine heart. I was going into the program because I wanted to be successful, and I had every intention of doing every single thing that they told me. So I like that guarantee. I'm like, okay, well, if I do everything they tell me, I'm going to get the results that I want for the life that I want. If not, they'll give me back exactly what I paid for it. So there was zero risk to me. So it was really easy for me to buy that program. And another thing, and again, some of you guys will do coaching. Some of you guys will have things where you'll have to do like a 30-day money back guarantee. But one of the things to keep in mind, again, you know, working with Todd Brown and Michael Same and Perry Belcher and Ryan Levesque, like all the higher level marketers, a lot of it is about psychology. And it comes across so smoothly that you wouldn't even necessarily know that there's any science behind what they're doing, but it's not by fluke, it just looks like that. That's how perfect it is. But one of the things, you want to reduce people's barrier to resistance to buying your product. So, you know, having those money back guarantees and stuff like that, you're going to want to implement those in your business. But when you tell people that you'll give them a 30-day money back guarantee, and life is busy, right? I've bought programs that I literally still have not looked at. Like, I want the program and I mean to get to it, but life happens, things get in the way, you know. So when you offer a 30-day money back guarantee, sometimes what you're doing is you're not giving a person a chance to get into your program, and they're like, shit, I bought this thing and I don't have time to like do it. So you know what, I'm just going to refund my money, right? But if I give a 1-year money back guarantee, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I don't have to rush. I can sit back, I can take my time, I can go through the material, you know, really decide if it's for me. And it's also fair to me as the seller, because then I know that the person's actually digested it. And if they don't want it, if it doesn't work out for them, then I think it's fair. But, and again, you know, depending on where you guys are in your business, there's always trial and error. And in the beginning, what I had done was, and I'm going somewhere with it. But in the beginning, I had that 30-day money back guarantee, and I had like just different refund policies that we've been testing with different beta groups. And again, I just want you to take from this whatever you glean important. But especially in the internet marketing world, like you guys were all on Mike Philsame's list, there are a lot of make money online type of people. There are a lot of get rich quick people. There are a lot of I don't have a service or product. And then there are those people that have a particular service or product or profession that they want to offer. So there are those two types of people. The people that are in it for their passion or their profession, they're like the stallions that I identified in the program. They will run with it. They do it. They're not tire kickers where I'm going to get donkey kicked like a donkey. And that's why I made that reference. Because the underbelly, the dirty secret, you know, when all the gurus want to come out, and I mean, you know, we do make money, but what you got to realize is the type of people like the tire kickers and the make money online type of people, they're not invested. That's why I asked you guys on the form how long you've been in your business, because if you've been in it for a long time, I know that you're invested. People who've only been in their business for a little bit, or they don't have a real purpose or passion for doing what they're doing, this is hard, I don't like it. So there has been as high as a 25% refund rate in the internet marketing business with affiliate marketing or whatever, because those people aren't serious. They're just, oh, let me try it out. If it doesn't work, oh, I'm going to use my merchant, like my consumers' rights, and I'm going to get my money back. And those are not the kind of people that like I want in the program. And so I deliberately put that, like I was telling Cindy, and again, this is what you guys want to do in your targeting and your messaging. You want to attract the people that are the right ideal market for you, while simultaneously filtering out those people that are not your ideal target market. Because even if they're going to bring you money, they can bring you headache and stress and a whole bunch of other stuff that the money's just not worth. Whereas you can work with people who replenish you and energize you, and then have that synergy and momentum to find and attract better suited clients, right? So anyway, in my presentation, I talk about the refund policy. I say that I only want to work with stallions, and I say all of that to say that each and every single one of you that I called out here, I couldn't be more pleased to work with you. None of you guys are draining my energies. You guys all have big dreams, big commitments, big goals, fearless, relentless attitudes, right? And like I say, I want to run with stallions. I don't want to like drag wet logs. And yeah, so I say all of that to say that I am so happy to be working with you guys. And next week, maybe when Donna feels better, or if Donna gives me my testimonial, and yeah, I'm calling you out in front of everybody, and I don't care because you're supposed to give me that review testimonial video a long time ago.
I can talk right now.
Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting. I'm just kidding. Donna has been doing so well with her video marketing that she's gotten a lot of attention. She's getting a lot of bookings, making a lot of money, doing a lot of speeches. She's gallivanting and trip-chalaing all over the world with her child and her boyfriend. And she literally does not have time to give me a video marketing testimonial and review, even though she knows how important videos and reviews are.
That's not true.
A small business, but I forgive her and I love her. Anyway, with that, I'm going to open it up to you guys to comment, say hello, tell me about your business, tell you what you think so far. This is me crazy. I told you I'm too colorful for corporate, which is why I left corporate, but I promise you I will give you every single corporate result that is possible out there. Because what I do for whoever. It doesn't matter if you're a corporate person or a small business entrepreneur. It's the same process, techniques, systems, strategies that I apply across the board. So Donna, why don't you tell us what you do, because Amanda wants to know, and then we'll open up the floor for another 12 minutes. And I'm not going to talk about mobile marketing. It's going to be too boring. We'll talk about mobile marketing starting next week, and by next week most of you guys should have your YouTube banners so that we get started on the titles and then the thumbnails and all the stuff that Donna might tell you that she got out of the program. I'm going to take off my camera because it is hot and I'm sweating and it's not sexy, but I might come back on because I like to see you guys. So, but I am going to shut up now. Donna, can you take over a little bit? I know you're not feeling well, and then please feel free, Donna, to hand the baton on to anybody who maybe raises their hand and wants to speak or introduce themselves or comment on what I said. I'm going to shut up now, which is rare, but I'm going to shut up now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sold System. It's an awesome class. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, fantastic. So my name's Donna. I'm the founder and CEO of Elemental Notes, Inc. We provide natural health solutions, and we do that through educational seminars, webinars, workshops, and through custom premium herbal remedies that are customized for your unique needs. With the sold system, when I first started, I had already been a registered clinical herbalist, and I'm one of 2 registered clinical herbalists of Afro-Caribbean descent in Ontario. So I was trying to niche my business to fit what my vision was, and not look like every other herbalist that's out here. And I didn't really know much about marketing or how to market effectively. I'm into working smart and not hard. And with this class, Nikimbe's really structured and provided strategy on how to do that. So confidently, I have different platforms that I communicate to different target markets on through social media. My website has been updated based on the information that I've gotten from Nikimbe. I'm on different search engines. I haven't yet asked my clients to put reviews on, but I can see that I'm starting to show up within like the Google search for certain things. Like my name automatically pops up if you type in the starting of my business name, and my followers on my social medias on different platforms have continued to increase, again, because I know how to utilize the sold system to build it. So I haven't had to put an ounce of money into any type of paid ads. Everything has been organic, and my business is scaling. So you're in the right place if you're looking to learn how to market. If you're doing it yourself, or if you're looking to hire somebody, it's important to know the ins and outs of what you need to get done, because if you hire someone for marketing and you don't understand what they should and should not be doing, then you're wasting your time, or they could be wasting your time.
Woo! All right, thank you, Donna.
You're welcome.
I videotaped this, so maybe I'll use part of this as one of your reviews and testimonials.
I'm
Yeah, so
good.
guys,
I'm
reviews,
good.
testimonials, local marketing, video is everything. Yeah, Terry, go ahead. You guys, I can't, because I'm on my little phone. So just, yeah, Terry, you can go ahead and say something, and then if anybody else wants to talk, and we'll just like stay here till 3:30 if anybody has to leave or is shy. And then you guys can stay back. Amanda, I know you need help logging in. So like, I'll be here in the background, but I'm leaving the floor to you guys to talk. Who wants to talk? Who wants to leave can leave. Who wants to hang out and just not talk? I'm leaving. But thank you for a great first, second cohort. I really like this bunch, and I promise you we are gonna have a good time. Like, I am crazy, and we always have a really good time. Okay, so Terry, go ahead, introduce yourself, say whatever you want to say, take it away.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. And this is a great place to learn all that we need to learn. And I'm very impressed, Donna, that all of that was done by organic marketing, and that's what I'm intending to do. My name is Terry, as Nikimbe mentioned, and I'm known as the ghostwriting whisperer because I'm able to write in others' voices, and I help my clients bring that voice forward, whether it's on stage or in paper, articles and such, or in printed books. And I've been doing it for 22 years, but I am looking to advance to something else that I'm doing these days. And so that's why I'm here to be able to correctly and succinctly market my 22 years of experience onto online courses. So and I don't even want to call them courses, but it's I call it my online implementation of how clients can work with me. They have to go through the online course first. And then after that, hopefully they will be able to do their own book. But I know from experience from doing book workshops that they'll still come back and say, can you just do this for me? I don't want to do it. But at least it'll be less money for them, less work for me, and we'll all be happy. And I'll be happy to collaborate with Timothy with anything that, any areas where we can collaborate and work together instead of clashing, and everything will be happy. And later, then I will, and this is the confusing part for me as I'm closing one door, opening the other. Later, I'll use all that I'm learning for my new startup, which is a mobile app helping individuals get their affairs in order in this fourth quarter of their life.
Ooh, Terry's actually going to be helping me write some stuff. So I am like super duper excited about that, everybody. So I'm just saying that because I'm first in line. Like, I know you made yourself available to everybody, but I met you first and I introduced you to everybody, so they gotta wait.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
I'm just kidding. Okay, anybody else want to introduce themselves or business? Say hello. Don't be shy.
Hi, this is Amanda. So just want to clarify that I also do group benefits. So on my banner, when you create it, it can be if you can include that, because that's my target market basically, and I also do Medicare as well. So anyway, so if you can just do that, that would be great. And the sooner I can get access to the modules, the back office, so I can start doing it, that would be amazing. Oh, and I had some questions here. When you said XYZ is a category or a business name?
Yeah,
Can
go ahead. Sorry.
So did you, so I mean, when you're doing local stuff, are you doing XYZ business or like the name of the business or the category?
Well, usually people will search for the category, the industry. So it might be like corporate lawyer near me, or
Right.
physiotherapist near me. So yeah, so whatever you want to fill into that XYZ blank is whatever is daycare near me, hairdresser near me, you know.
Right. Okay. So how do you, okay, if you're an online business, how do you put yourself on how do you get on that?
Okay, so I think that you bought because that's like a whole class and a whole lesson. So what I'll do is as soon as we get off here, I will go and get your login credentials and I will personally email them to you, and I can direct you to exactly where in the local market. I can direct you to where exactly in the local marketing module that portion is, because I won't be able to address that in the next 4 minutes. And I'd like other people to get a chance to introduce their business, you know, before we leave. But we can talk about all that stuff after 3:30 if people still have.
So what I signed up for, everything you talked about is on there, correct?
Yeah, because so most people just bought the video marketing modules with the YouTube Shorts bonus, and then some people got the upgrade, which gave them the additional local marketing, which is what I'm talking about now, and the mobile marketing module, which is what we're going to be focusing on next week. So some people just bought one, and some people got one, and then they got another 3 for a couple $100. So yeah, the local marketing, all the stuff I talked about today, listing your business in Google, getting reviews, using local search terms, getting citations, being in review directories, that is all in your local marketing module. So, and I know you were one of the ones that got the bump order, so I'll make sure to get you access ASAP.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else?
Well, what the heck? I might as well say hi. My name's Paul Cohen. I had a great conversation with her. Really pumped me up for this. I've been in the online world for a while. I guess SEO is kind of my kick, and we talked to her because I just went through the same thing. I'm also a course creator, and I just had to launch myself, and it's been quite hectic. So I apologize for being a few minutes late. I was just coming off of one of my webinars. So
Oh, no worries. No worries. I'm so glad.
yeah, they got all excited. So you can't let them go. You can't leave them hanging, right?
No. Yeah, like I say, I love everybody's energy. Even there are some people that aren't even talking. I got some really low energy people. I won't call it good people, but I love this much. But Paul was just like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." So
Yeah, I get going a little bit sometimes, but it's just I'm really excited about this group here. It seems like you know, she's bringing in a lot of stuff from the outside that I'm very impressed with, and I'm really going to enjoy the journey. I do a lot of SEO stuff myself. I did the upgrade too. I do local stuff as well. I'm interested in that whole side of things. But what I love about it is the journey. Is like I was explaining to her in our call on one of my main lead gen sites. I got, you know, I was crushing it, like, you know, several $100,000 I had coming to me, you know, so it's crushing it. And I got hacked and my income went to like zero in literally 5 minutes, and like 5 minutes in 1 second. So I've been spending the last month like going hard building that SEO back up. So it really taught me a lesson where I really need to diversify and be able to have different paths. So it's just like lead gen's kind of my gig, and SEO is one of my main ways I do it. But I have organizational issues. So like I'll get really focused on one thing and not be able to spread out wisely, because I can spread out like a squirrel. Like I'll call squirrel all day long, but this is going to be good, be able to spread out, yeah, wisely, or yes, just smart. Just do it smartly.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, hey, I'll throw out a couple social media posts today. Hey, I'll do 5 YouTube videos. Hey, I'll do an SEO article. And that's my thing. And she's nailed it with the 100 articles. I'm telling you, that's a magic number. It's a magic number. You hit.
I'm not
20,
lying. I'm not lying. Let them know.
20 is a start. 20 is a good place where you get it rolling. 50, you're going to start being like, yeah, that's when you start turning into the expert in Google's mind. And then 100, you're going to start owning some shit.
Love you, Paul. Don't make everybody else jealous. I tell everybody I love them because I really do love you guys, Paul.
No, I look for this because I'm with you. It's like in my group, I allow zero energy. I'll give you your damn money back before you pull my people down, you know? So like, and that's what I love about this place. We're here to build each other up, and we're here to help each other out. And I get that. I already can see this in my first meeting with you all. I see the positiveness, and it's really important to me. So I'm happy to be here.
Yay! Woo! Anybody else? I'm not gonna call. I want to see everybody, but anybody wants to say hello?
Yeah, I'll say something, Kimbe. This is Sean. I have been in corporate America my entire career. I work for a large software company, but not long ago, I decided I wanted to, start something else. Not quit my job, but start something else. And to, my kids are grown now, so I have the time. So I decided I wanted to try affiliate marketing. I found a very good product that I wanted to promote called Home Business Academy. So I started, it's a funnel builder and traffic training and things like that. So I started down the path. I was all excited. I put a YouTube banner out there with my first 3 YouTube videos. And lo and behold, a couple of days later, I've been told by YouTube that I was banned with no explanation. So I'm starting over. I have no idea what I was doing at the beginning. I saw Kimbe on a webinar and figured I need her help. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, and hopefully it's going to be a good journey.
Woo! Yay! All right. Who else is coming on camera? Who else?
I'll go, Kimbe.
Yes, this is my guy Todd.
Yeah.
Hi, Todd.
Hey, guys. So it's a real pleasure to meet all of you, and I'm excited to learn from all of you. And everybody that's spoken, I'm like, okay, I want to buy their product or learn from them, one or the other. So I am a retired public school music teacher, and I have a humble teacher's pension in, but I'd like to beef, everything up financially. And I love to learn. And I tend to be kind of a Renaissance person, very fascinated by lots of different subjects. I'm sure we're all like that. And so similar to Sean, I had an experience with Bing paid ads where I applied and they just said, no, you're completely banned. You can't place any paid ads with us. And I was like, well, can you give me a reason? And they were like, no. And I'm like, man, that is freaking peculiar as hell. So anyway, so I'm here, like Sean and everybody else, and I love the organic concept, and I'm very excited. And I dance and sing, and I have a Billy Joel tribute band and do all kinds of stuff. So, here we go.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else want to say hello? Tell us about you and your business.
I will.
Yeah, get excited about everybody. I don't have a favorite. Oh my God, I love you guys all. Meet Super Cindy. Meet Super Cindy.
Yeah. I had a chance to speak with Kimbe earlier, and then like an hour and a half before this call. So, and I've joined some groups in the past, and have always really felt uncomfortable about speaking, but I have to say that isn't the case here. This is the most amazing group. I'm so happy that I connected with you guys. My company, or my little business, is called see what happens? I get all nervous.
That's good. You're gonna get so much practice with your, like, when you like do the course, you just practice at home. I used to be nervous too. You should see my videos from like 2017. They're crazy, but it's messy. Stop your messy.
It's money mess. Something, anyhow, I forget the first word. So it's about fixing up your money mess. Bye money mess. There we go. That's what it's called. It's called Bye Money Mess.
We're just too excited. That's why we couldn't get it. Like,
I know, right?
Adios money. What is it? Yeah. Bye money mess. Like, how clear a brand message is that, guys? Like, there's no guessing. It's like bye money mess. Like, right away, you know what it is.
Yeah. And so I have a long history in financial services, but I learned a long time ago that people's money mess comes from their personalities around money. And so that's my unique branding. And I have the personalities attached to animals. So I do have a squirrel. Somebody talked about being a squirrel, and some of what you described is exactly how a squirrel money personality is: putting money all over the place, but making sure that they always have it. But anyhow, so that's what I start with. I start with a person's personality, and then I go into their budgeting and how their budget actually creates a secure place for them. But they don't strangle themselves in that budget, that there's still room to get your nails done if you're a girl, or to do those special little things that are important to you, so that you have power over your money, not your money having power over you. And so I've only dealt with people face-to-face, one-on-one. I haven't been out there on social media because I get all nervous like I just did at the start of this. So thank you everyone for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, once I can get out there, I know when I touch people, when I actually am able to speak to them, they love what I have to talk about, and they've never seen it before, and they just connect and they grow. And so that's my goal.
Yeah. Awesome. You're more of a natural than you even realize. Your energy actually really does radiate and emanate from the video. And that's why video is so important. So good job. Thank you for
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else want to say hello? D? Well, maybe not. You don't have, no, people don't have to put on their camera if they don't want to, but yeah, let us know who you are and let us know what your business is about so we can support you. Who's next?
All right, so I'll go next. My name is Timothy. I don't know if I'm on the screen or not, but
we can see you.
Oh, okay. All right. So just like Terry, I've been doing ghostwriting, doing that for over 10 years, writing and publishing books. And I just decided that I wanted to make a transition at this point in time in my life to really kind of become more of a course creator, to help people to take their expertise and their stories and to develop them into actual courses. And I kind of find that to be something very impactful. Worked with a lot of people in the past, many of whom had interesting stories from domestic abuse and all kinds of things. And so they had incredible stories to share with other people, to teach people how to overcome a lot of life circumstances and challenges. And I really just kind of sat back and thought about the best way to help them to serve more people and kind of amplify their voice. And so that's one of the things that kind of led me into focusing more on online course creation, coaching programs, and kind of helping people to move more in that direction. Don't just have a book, but take your book and build it into something so much more so that you can reach more people and make a greater impact. So the thing that really grabbed my attention about this is, again, the organic traffic, because most people don't have a huge budget to spend on ad spend, but they want to help people. So that's something that really grabbed my attention.
That's awesome. Yeah, once you learn these, and as I was saying earlier, a couple of us have multiple websites, but once you learn the techniques and the structure, you can apply it to selling anything. It's the same step-by-step strategy, no matter what the service product you know, and I think I was telling, I think it was Lee actually, when we first talked, that it's like transferable skills, because I'll teach you guys about something called the 10 Commandments of Marketing. And if you just follow these 10 commandments, they will guide you through where you need to go in your campaign. So for example, the first commandment, I'll say the first 4 or 5, but it goes like this. Know thy business and thy business be true. Know thy competitors' ways and you'll never be blue. Shine thy light on what makes thou great. Honor thou audience segments in every single way. Make sure to market smartly and only where it makes good sense. Don't do shallow marketing. Be robust. Go dense. Blah, 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 blah. And then the last one is I shall only move to paid advertising after testing organically. Like that's the 10th commandment, right? But anyway, the point is what you're going to be able to learn in the soul system, Timothy, you will be able to tell those people, follow the soul system, like do these exact same steps, right? And so, like I say, it doesn't matter if you're selling crypto or learning about trades or teaching people how to dance or financial education or herbs. It doesn't matter. Once you learn the techniques and strategies to sell something successfully online, you can apply it to anything, which is again why I created it for my children, to be like, listen, guys, don't listen to that stupid stuff that you're like, don't do reels. That's not how you freaking, that's not what we're doing in corporate. Like, just do what your mother says. And it's kind of like, you don't know anything about business. You don't know anything about marketing. So follow these 10 commandments. Like, how hard can it be? And I made it even rhyme, right? It's cute. It's one of my differentiators. It makes me a leading authority, you know, because, and I'm going to teach you guys all how to do this. You have to be an expert. You have to be like a think tank. You got to be putting out content to make you get speaking gigs and make you be seen more credibly. So, you know, Paul backing up and verifying, you know, having 100 articles. All of this is going to get you to be more of a thought leader, to be more seen, to show up online, to win awards, to be more credible, to get higher price points, to really sell your product. So there is a structure and a science to it. It's not just, that's one of the commandments. I think I'm going to try to remember to send you guys the 10 commandments later today. But it's not just ad hoc marketing, like Paul was saying. It's not just off the cuff marketing. So the first commandment, know thy business and thy business be true. Okay, well, what do you offer? What do you do? What's your price point? You know, like just what do you do? A lot of people are confused. I do this and I do that, and I'm not sure, and I don't have a clear brand message. No, what do you do in 30 seconds or less? Like, who are you? So know thy business and thy business be true. The second commandment, and again, I wasn't planning to talk about the marketing commandments, but like I told you guys when I interviewed all of you guys, we never know how these classes are going to go. But so the first commandment is know thy business and to thy business be true. The second one is know thy competitors' ways and you'll never be blue. So do your competitive research, do a SWOT analysis. What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? What are their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? And then through that, you can get brand messaging. You can position yourself differently. Like, they may have lower prices, but they have crappy service, or with Timothy and Terry. It's like, oh, we're both. No, it's like Terry is showing people how to like empower yourself and take these steps to write your own book. And Timothy is like, it's not just about writing your own book. For those of you who want to, here is how you can like get all of these other ways to grow your business, get attention, spread your message, your word, have impact, and make a living. So it's the same businesses, but again, when you know thy competitors' ways, you'll never be blue. And then the third commandment is shine thy light on what makes thou great. So Terry would highlight what makes her great. Timothy would highlight what makes him great. You know, like they both have different experiences, so you're going to know who to be with. Yeah, and then the fourth commandment is, hold on, hold on, wait a second. Know thy business and thy business be true. Know thy competitors' ways will never be blue. Shine thy light on what makes thou great. And then honor thou audience segments in every single way. So Terry may be going after a different audience segment than Timothy may be going. You know, Teresa may be going after, she's into crypto, maybe going after a different market than Lee, who's into trade, right? So we've got somebody on here who does teaches dance instructors how to be better dance instructors and how to actually turn it into a business and actually like, make money from it. And then we've got like Todd, who teaches previous dance instructors other ways that they can live life, or just even just being able to connect with people in that situation, right? So anyway, those are the first of the 10 commandments. I'll try to send them to you guys later, but I'm going to shut up. And if there's anybody else who wants to introduce themselves or talk about their business, they can. We have about 16 minutes left, and if anybody has to go, I completely and fully understand. We are here from 2:30 to 3:30, and usually we go to 4. And yeah, okay. Who's next? Thank you, Timothy. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll say hi.
There you are. Hi.
Nakembe, I just mentioned I coach dance instructors to be more successful, both in their teaching and in their business. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's me. I'm excited. Oh, I know what I'm super excited about all the done for you stuff that you offer within this. That was really impressive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, people need it. And if, like I said, the course is a great course. It is just a great course, flat out, period. Because like Donna's cohort, that's all they got. They didn't get any of these bonuses. Donna, I mean, I'll do it for Donna, but Donna doesn't have any of the bonuses. Because after the first cohort, it's like, yeah, it's a great course and you can do all this stuff on your own, just like what Terry is saying. Like, we can teach you the steps that you need to do it on your own. But then after a while, it's like, well, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to come up with the titles. I don't want to do the keyword research. I don't want to get a graphic designer and hire someone and do the banners. I'm like, oh my God, you freaking big babies. Fine, I'll just do it for you. But after that, you're on your own.
I did it.
Yes. All right. Anybody else want to say anything before we go?
Yeah, this is Lee. Hi.
Hi, Lee.
I apologize. I had no idea that my phone was unmuted. I was in a trading room. So
Trade Unafraid, right? Trade Unafraid. Like, how
Yeah.
cool a name is that, guys? I was telling Lee that I would love to get into trading, but it seems so scary to even get into it. So it's like Trade Unafraid. I'm like, oh, I felt relaxed. So it's a really cool name. So go ahead, Lee. Tell us a little bit about you and your business.
Yeah, thanks. I struggle a lot with Trade Unafraid because I have to wear two very different, very heavy hats. I'm both the engineer who creates the software, and unfortunately, I didn't even write it originally. I hired 2 junior programmers to do it, so it's very technical, and it is unfamiliar to me. So I'm just kind of getting acclimated to the software now. So making changes is a challenge. So that in itself is a full brain using job. And then all the marketing that I'm not natural at. So it's really tough because it's a great product that is unlike anything else out there. And I just need it to live up to its potential. So that's and I'm a software consultant, and my gig I was on just ended on Friday, and I want so badly to replace the next gig with revenue from the software instead, so that I can just do this full time. So that is, I have a narrow window right now where I can maybe make that happen before I have to break down and, take another job.
I think we
So
all, yeah.
what, I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I know what you're saying. A lot of entrepreneurs, it's like that. It's like,
Yeah.
I hope this is the time it works, because otherwise, like, I gotta go back.
Yeah. I've had that happen too many times. So, my,
Oh,
my,
more. Dang it. We are getting everybody done, just like I do for the corporations. I'm going to be able to do for you guys if you just follow the steps. And you guys all have, like, I love the intake form, because not only do I know about you and your businesses, but what is driving you, what your ideal looks like, what your ideal day looks like, and not wanting to go back to work or wanting to make sure you're comfortable in your retirement. Those are all really motivating and exciting for me, because then it becomes like a personal mission. I can't let you down. I can't let you fail. We all got to do this. We're comrades together. Like, no man, no woman, no whoever gets left behind. That's kind of who we are and what we're about. So we are all going to success. We are all going to be successful. We are all going to succeed. Donna will tell you it will happen. It does happen. I've done it like dozens of times, and I, hobnob with the best of the best in marketing. So there's nothing that I either don't know or don't have access to, or have someone like Paul or someone in software come in like, say, you got it right, you got it wrong. Because there's another guy, Chava, you guys will probably meet him next week, and he's wonderful. He's really quick to call me out when I get something wrong. And I love that, because I love to learn, and things are always evolving. So yeah, if there's anybody else, I know there's a couple people that didn't say anything, but you guys can let me know when you want to go. But Lee, I didn't cut you off. You were done, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. And I love what you said. So I'm 100% on board with you making that happen.
Okay, that's my commitment to you. Yay!
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, anybody else?
I have a question. When would we get a recording of this meeting? Because I apologize, a couple times I had to hop off to take a call, so I didn't get to hear everyone's introduction.
Oh, no worries. So yes, you will definitely get a recording. When you'll get a recording, I'm gonna say by tomorrow night. I always aim to do it right after class, guys, and it absolutely never happens. I will be like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. I gotta get my granddaughter, and then my husband wants to spend time with me, and then I'm tired, and then it's bed, and then tomorrow morning. So I will do my best, but I will email all of you guys the Zoom. There you go. I can do that, because I think after all of your individual calls, I have emailed them to you from Zoom. So yeah, you guys, I can do that quickly instead of like downloading it and editing it and blah blah blah. That would take too long. But thank you for asking, Tara. I'll get that you guys done as soon as possible. And
Thank you.
if I don't ever keep my word, it's not deliberate. It's just I get too much bleach in the brain because I bleach my hair. Not good. All right, and for anybody who didn't speak, I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for your time. If there's somebody I left off that wants to be like, no, don't leave yet, they can do that. Otherwise, we are leaving in 5, 4, 3, 2, and you guys are all number 1.
Bye, everyone.
Love you guys. Bye. Yeah, and I say love a lot. Don't get weirded out by it. Bye. Is it ended? Here we go.